What do you see in this space? What's the promise of this space?
Well, I think that the promise is huge. We're building a global health and wellness company with Surterra Wellness. We really believe that we're changing the paradigm for health and wellness and really for healthcare on a global basis. We think there's so many possibilities for quality of life, for the benefits that are going to be delivered, and it's exciting. It's a fast-growing category. There's lots of stuff happening. But at the end of the day, it's all about execution and who's really building true businesses here when you separate all the hype and excitement.
What do not true businesses look like?
Well, look, we're in early innings in this business as a whole, and in a sense, I kind of compare it to a monopoly board, if you will, where people went around and got licenses to begin with, and that got you a seat at the table to play the game. Now people are going around, there's lots of consolidation in the industry, lots of M&A, lots of deals and so on. Those are the people buying up the Park Places and all those famous, iconic places on the board. But the next phase is really who is going to be able to execute? Who's going to really be able to build these business, build brands, operate what really is a very complex, fast-growing company. We've grown from, in early 2018, we were 100 people, we're now 2,000 people. And so, to me, it's companies that will eventually be valued on cash flow and real fundamentals, whereas right now it's kind of more people that aren't doing that. And that's where I think, frankly, we come in, because I obviously have the background from being chairman and CEO of Wrigley, running a very large, public company, a global company, 180 countries, 16,000 people. So I kind of know what it takes to get there. So we're building those fundamentals, but I think that's where it's going to separate the road down the road.
So you do wellness products, correct? So what are the top selling products?
Well, all of our products right now are cannabis-based. We're also making hemp-based products coming down the line here. And so we're dealing with a plant that's a natural substance, and it has health benefits to it that are very well known, from basically inflammation down to pain to PTSD, all sorts of things. And we're just at the very tip of the iceberg in terms of research to understand what this plant can do and how it can interface and frankly replace pharmaceuticals, replace opioids.
That's sort of what I was getting at. I was wondering if you need the FDA and other sort of regulatory agencies to get there, and whether they are there when it comes to creating drugs, topicals, I don't know, all these other wellness products.
I think it will be good to have some degree, parameters and guidelines for the category, so that it doesn't, get out of hand, because it is very fast growing, and we're all about integrity, consistency, safety, compliance. That's the kind of company that we're building, and so I think some oversight on that. But I think it's really not too well suited for the FDA right now, because they're set up to approve single molecule drugs in a very pharmacological way, and so they don't really know what to do with a plant that has hundreds of cannabinoids and hundreds that we don't even know about, and benefits. So something's going to have to give here in terms of how we tackle this, because the benefits are too great to ignore.
Between vaporizer pens, tinctures, oral sprays, tropical creams, time-release transdermal patches, and anything else I might find, what's your supply chain like, and do you benefit from vertical integration?
I am 100% a fan of vertical integration, because I think it then controls, we call it from seed to sale, and it allows us to produce a very consistent product. In fact, we produce our products and our specialized formulas to a tolerance that is tighter than pharmaceutical companies. I can't really speak for other companies in terms of what they necessarily do, but the fact that we grow our plants, we have very robust cultivation, extraction, and then we package and run it through in various different forms, is really the right way to go. And I think that states that haven't really done that, I think are running into some challenges, because they've got maybe too many licenses, too many people, some people in distribution, some people in retail, some people in cultivation, and it makes for more complex for the states, for one, to kind of keep track of, and two, it makes it less economically viable for an industry that frankly has to invest a lot of capital. This is not a slam dunk as people think in terms of making money right and left.
Plenty of capital available, though, at least now, it would seem.
Well, there is, and we have actually a highly curated investment base, off of our, I've been around for a while, so we've got to have a robust network of really strategic people who bring value to our company. But you can't go out to a bank and get a loan. If you're an American company, you can't list on the New York Exchange, which would be great to do, someday, if need be. So right now, yes, we have sources of capital, but it's a challenge.